Hey guys, I'm Brendan. So, a little video on teaching your kids how to protect themselves versus teaching them awareness. Now, I have a 15-year-old son, and I tried the whole thing of trying to protect him, and I get it. I know we all do it as parents, and we think, well, if I can just keep them safe, then they're going to be okay in the world. And one of the things I learned was, when my son gets out into the world, if I've protected him all these years, then how is he going to deal with it? So when I realized this, I started teaching him about, okay, so what do you know? What do you know about this? And I started asking him questions about what he knows so that he could get a sense of what was true for him. And I see this with kids now, when people do this, is they go, okay, I know what I choose, I know my choices create, and I know I can get out in this world and I can actually create my life. And this is the biggest key with being a parent, is teaching your kids that they can create their lives. For me, I mean, I was protected. I was tried to be protected, but they didn't do a very good job, because try and protect me, you cannot protect me. I am just crazy. But it's like I got out in the world and I was like, okay, now what do I do? But the way I look at it with parenting is, what if we look at it as more of a long game? Okay, how do I teach these kids to be as different as they are, recognize that their difference is a gift, but also recognize that they all know what's true for them. Now that part is, they all know what's true for them. And see, in that, it's like we're all different. Each one of us is different, so each one of us knows what's true for us. And we're the only ones. Okay, so empowering your kids to get that sense of knowing for what's true for them is one of the trickiest jobs as a parent, okay? Because you've got to give up a lot of control, and I'm talking a lot of control. But in the long run, your kids actually get a sense of them. So you got to look at, okay, so do I want to protect my kids so that they're safe, or do I want to give them awareness so that they're actually creative in their lives? That's the choice that we have to make as parents. And see, for this also, is one of the things I did was I went, but I want to protect him from all the things in the world that are bad, all the things in the world that are wrong. That's a lot of judgment that I was doing there too. So that also, see, in that, we go, okay, I want to protect them from the bad things, from the wrong things, but in that what we do is we don't actually expose them to the world. We don't actually give them all the information of, this is what's going on, nothing's right, nothing's wrong, but what if you could handle it with a lot of ease? Okay, so protecting your kids versus teaching them awareness. I'm going to go with teaching them awareness. I'm going to go with asking them questions, and I'm going to give you just a little beginning with it, because you might go, well, how the hell do I do that? Is start with, okay, so what did that choice create? Start asking your kids that. When they go, rather than going, do this way, you should do this way, how would you do this? Is a question. Oh, I do it this way. Let them. This is another tricky part of being a parent. You have to give up the control and let them. Okay, and then when they do it, okay, so how did that turn out? Oh, well, it didn't turn out so well. Okay, so is there another choice that you could have made? Oh, puts them in question. Okay, so your job as a parent, what if your job as a parent, rather than protecting them, was to put your kids in question? Okay, so I could stand here and talk for hours on this, but I'm not going to. So start with that. Start with those questions and look at giving the world the gift of the difference of your children, rather than teaching your children how to succumb to the world they live in. Okay? Thanks, guys.